Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Tuesday, the 14th of November. I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, SKN swim team returns home. And in our feature for this evening, Newtown ladies drub Queen City ladies. We'll take this break and I'll be right back.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. Cricket West Indies selectors have announced the West Indies Academy squad that will match skills with the Ireland Academy shortly. Included in that squad is exciting wicketkeeper batsman Carlon Boyens-Tuckett of Nevis. The two teams will play 3 List A matches between the 17th November and the 5th of December in Antigua. The full squad reads Naim Young captain, Akeem August, Joshua Bishop, Teddy Bishop, Carlon Boyens-Tuckett, McKenny Clark, Jordan Johnson, Leonardo Julian, Johan Lane, Matthew Nandu, Ashmead Ned, Kelvin Pittman, Junior Sinclair, Kevin Wickham, Kadeem Aline, white ball matches only, Isaiah Thorne, red ball matches only. In terms of the match schedule, 17th November, first 50 over match, 19th November, second 50 over match, 21st November, third 50 over match, 25th to the 28th of November, the first 40 match, and the 2nd to the 5th of December, the second 40 match. Now to swimming, the St. Kitts and Nevis swim team returned home on the afternoon of Monday, 13th November, after participating in the 31st OACS Swimming Championship held in St. Lucia. They received a warm welcome from parents, other family members, and well-wishers. We take in this.
Well, good afternoon, Navisions, Kittitions, and all the other shuns. We are back from St. Lucia. We have been there for the OECS Championship, and it was a great success, so to speak, because we have, from this group, we have only 3 athletes who have done it last year. This year, we took 21. Now, we would have dropped off the others from St. Kitts on St. Kitts. So this is what's left over here in Nevis. And I must say that I myself was a little, nervous for them at the start. I mean, it's a big event. And for them to approach it for their first time and being so young, I was kind of worried, like, okay, what is it that I should expect? But these kids caused me to take my hat off. I mean, we had, as you can see, all of these ones in here, the little ones, were amazing. Now they went into the championship with like time, say like 30 seconds for 25 or 50, a lot of times. Each one of them was able to take off 10, 20 plus seconds from their time that they went in with. So what I'm seeing is a nice progression, because I did expect some improvement, but they gave me more than what I expected, and that's what I like. And they did not go in and being very fearful as I thought and didn't want to go on the block, but these kids, they just took over, and all I had to do was just keep shouting and enjoying myself and watch them do what they've been taught. And it showed me that even though I think that sometimes they're not listening, they showed me that they were listening, because they did exceptionally well. I mean, if you guys saw who they were up against, I mean, if you look at people like Edith, and you see who she's up against, you wouldn't believe that she could hold her own, but she hold her own well. You see George, I like a fireball, handling himself well. And I can single all of them out, but these guys did exceptionally well. And I'm very proud to be their coach, I didn't have to hide back because I embarrassed. I was bold and courageous because they caused me to feel good. And I like feeling good, and I will take them anywhere because I know they can hold their own. And I must also add that the ones in St. Kitts too, they bind themselves as a team, and even though they live, between the federation, they mesh very well in these couple of days. And the parents and everything, I mean, everybody just bind themselves together. The chaperone, the management, everything just went like clockwork. The only thing I could complain about, it was a short trip. Because some of the kids ask me, do we have to go back now? I mean, why do we have to go back to Nevis now? So it tells me that they enjoy themselves. They mix with the other athletes, talk, chat. I mean, it was a whole learning process, and I hope that they are looking forward to a next one. But this time, we're going to do a lot more damage. A lot more damage. Because we are the youngest team in the OECS. Everybody else has been there for years. I mean, this is their 31st event. This is our second event. And I must say that with the second event, I had coaches coming to me and telling me, look, a couple of years ago, we were not where you are right now. You are doing a lot better than we were doing when we started out. So we got a great push, we got a good jump start. So we skip a couple of years. So I'm thinking in 2 years, we're gonna be, we might be still small, but we're gonna be what? Taller. Let me hear you, man. Taller. We're going to be small, yes, but we're going to be taller. I'm expecting that this team to grow even more for the next event. And that these ones here would be an example to those who are not in, but would inspire them to come in. So I'm looking for each one to bring one. Okay, yes, so we would have obtained 2 medals this time. So we came back with something in our hands, right? We got 2 medals. We got a medal in the 15 to 17 fly. And what was Jennifer did? 400. We got a medal in the 400 also. So our second year, we pick up 2 medals. The third year, we're not going to pick up 3. We won 10. 10 medals in year 3. You guys with me? Yes. Say, we got 10 medals in year 3. 10 medals in year 3. There we go.
Which team, which country won the championship?
This time it was a tie. I must say that what was announced, it was a tie between Antigua and Grenada. Yeah, they both got like 1,279.5 points. You know, 0.5 points. You know, they went down to the points. So, how they gonna deal with that, I don't know. They didn't have a swim off. I wouldn't do a swim off either. So it was a tie. I mean, these teams are big teams. Right? Big teams, and I'm sure that our team would have learned a lot from what they had to, what they saw, and so they in turn would take pattern, and we would just guide them nicely, keep them straight, keep them honest, and let them do their thing.
Finally, any of the athletes brave enough to just talk about their experience? Anyone, just one?
One athlete, one. Which one? Everybody turning their head. I'm going to take a little one. Yeah. Tell me something, John. Tell them something.
How do you find the trip?
How was it for you? How was it? Just say how was it.
Great.
Tell them more.
Say more than that. How did you feel? What was the swim like?
What you enjoyed most?
The freestyle 25 and the backstroke 25.
You want to say something, Hannah? You guys are shy. Huh? No. You want to say something? Look, you go on the stage, sing and dance. You can come here and say something.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. The experience was one of an eye-opening. It really shows us what we need to do, and then what we, as a federation, meaning St. Kitts and Nevis, are missing. Just to put it out there, we are missing a pool. We need a pool. We need a pool to train. We need a larger grassroots of swimmers. Then we're gonna get athletes. But first of all, I said we need a pool. Many of the coaches as well, they highlighted in St. Lucia that, guys, you need a pool. For the very tactical part of the swim, you need a pool. So the cry out there now, and I'm sure all the swimmers can join me and say that we want a pool. So thank you very much. Guys, thank you for your support. We really appreciate your support. Thank you.
We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
My family first came to the Caribbean in the 60s. My parents did, originally from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. They traveled through the Caribbean, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. Kitts, Barbados, and eventually they settled on Nevis. They found this old property just by falling in love with it, purchased it the same day that they found it, and fixed it up as a project, as a hobby, and turned it into our home. Eventually, it slowly became our business. My father says we had so many friends and family coming to visit, he decided he would start charging them. Once he made them pay, well, then it was a game on. So we opened our doors as a hotel and restaurant. Well, we started out as a very small family business with just 4 rooms, working with the people in the village, and it grew over time. Now we have 13 rooms, we've built villas, we have a successful restaurant, and other enterprises that have all just fallen into place because we are part of the community, because the village has welcomed us. It made it a very easy, organic process for us, growing from something simple and small to what we have now. One of the deciding factors that convinced my father that he would settle on Nevis. One day he came over on a business trip. He had rented a vehicle. As he was driving along, he got a flat tire. Then an old woman came out of the house he had stopped in front of and said, "No, no, sir, no, please don't." And he didn't quite understand what she was talking about. She disappeared. He proceeded to change his tire. When she came back, she was surrounded by her grandchildren that she'd called from the village, and they had come to help and assist in getting the vehicle back on the road. She was so upset that he had changed the tire himself and had dirtied his hands that she brought out a basin of water and a starched linen towel and a bar of soap that was wrapped in the original package that had been sent to her from England. She allowed him to open up the soap and use her pressed linen napkin to wash his hands. This simple gesture of hospitality, of authentic welcome and caring, was something that he had never seen in other islands in the Caribbean, and it resonated with him. And that's what drew him into the village, and that's largely the experience that I've always felt growing up here. It's the lifestyle that I've been very fortunate to be able to develop here. We are in a fresh, natural environment. We breathe fresh air. We eat fresh fruit. We are free from mass media saturation. We're able to hear the birds. We're able to sit and listen, to speak with each other as people should. It's a gentle environment that I would not give up.
Well, I'm back, and tonight football is in the spotlight. The final preliminary match in the ladies football tournament hosted by the SKNFA was held at the Nevis Athletic Stadium on the evening of Saturday, 11th November. Home team Queen City Ladies engaged the Newtown Ladies team. The Newtown Ladies totally dominated the encounter, with Caitlin and Kashanta both scoring impressive hat-tricks. One free kick off the boot of Caitlin was particularly stunning, as the ball left her boot and screamed into the corner of the net. The scoreline at the final whistle was an indication of the one-sided nature of the game. Newtown 7, Queen City 0. The other scheduled game between Bath United Ladies and Keon Ladies was not played, as the Keon team was a no-show. Let's take in some of the action and post-match interviews.
Defending stoutly, Newtown trying to repossess. Newtown with the touch pushes forward. And Queen City defending again stoutly. And whose ball? Newtown. Taken away by Queen City, but again the Newtown player quickly inside there. Right booter peeled off, and I think probably hit the Newtown player. She goes down. So it's going to be a free kick from pretty close range for Newtown. More pressure on the Queen City goal. That's a good kick. My goodness, that has to be the goal of the evening. From all that distance, and she drove it in. That's a great kick. No wonder the goalkeeper celebrates big time. But that was a serious goal. I thought the previous one from the corner was the best, but this one definitely has to be the goal of the evening. Well, I have the privilege to be speaking with the coach of the Newtown Ladies team. Probably you could just start by telling us your name.
Sasha Isaac.
Isaac, could you tell us about the game tonight? 7-0. Were you expecting that kind of a result?
Well, yes, I was expecting that kind of results because I didn't have my full team. So I was mainly focusing on just holding position, and when we get rich opportunities, we take the opportunities.
Your number 5 was pretty impressive. What's her name?
Oh, Caitlin.
She's one of your top players, I would assume.
Yes. Right now, she's our leading goal scorer.
And out of the 7 tonight, how many did she put in?
I think she scored. She had a hatchet. She had a hatchet today. She and also Kashanta had a hatchet today.
There was a goal from the far end, a free kick, I think it was, that went in. Who put in that one? That was a super goal.
Yes, that was Caitlin. Caitlin put in that free kick from that distance.
Yeah, that was a great goal. What's your position in terms of the top 4?
Yeah, I think after this game we top the league. So
you're definitely in the top 4.
Yes, we win the league actually.
Okay.
With this game, so we have come out with the most points. So in going into the 4, we should go in as number 1.
You think at the end of 4 you'll still be number 1?
Yes, I sure of that.
And you said you didn't have your full team tonight, so you'll have your full team for the top 4.
Definitely, I will have my full team ready to go.
All right. Well, I want to say congratulations. Good win, 7-0, comprehensive win. By the way, how do you enjoy the Mondo, the field here?
Oh, the field is very, very nice. You could do a little work, but love the grass and everything. Could do a little rolling on it, but as I say, it's not perfect, but could be some work. It could be perfect.
All right. Well, congratulations again.
All right. Thanks.
Well, the second game this evening is not going to be played. My understanding is that I don't know which team didn't show up. I don't see any of the 2 teams that were supposed to play. Your team is here, Alex? Was here?
My players are still here.
Your players are still here. So that means that the K-On team did not show up. So you get some easy points tonight.
Well, sometimes you get them that way. Sometimes you got to play hard for them.
Now, talk to me about the top 4. Are you in the top 4?
No, we're not in the top 4.
Do these points help you to get into the top 4?
No, they won't.
No, it won't. Okay, so it really doesn't make a difference at this point.
Not at this time.
What do you think, though, generally about the playing of your team for the season so far?
Well, I must commend our players in relation to the way they have played. It's quite a young team. Majority of our girls are probably in second form, and a few in primary school. It's about building, for us, and we look to improve on areas that we need to improve on, and also build and capitalize on the areas that we've been strong in. And so we, as usual, will not stop training. We will continue to prepare and look forward to the season coming up.
Finally, Alex, you saw a bit of the last game, I would assume. I saw a couple of good goals, especially a free kick from that end up there. Your thoughts on what you saw of this particular game?
Well, I think that, the Newtown team in particular, they have experience, and also, they position themselves, well in terms of defending, and also in terms of attack. You recognize that the support was there. They were making runs in and around the box. As a result of that, they showed the dominance, which is expected at this point in time. But I think that as time goes on, teams will always be catching up with other teams because
it's experience.
It's experience.
Over time.
Yes,
yeah.
Correct.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, and we wish you going forward into the next season. And just a quickie, tomorrow? Crucial game for your male team in the local league?
I mean, for me, I take each game, take it game by game. So every game for me is important. It doesn't matter. I always used to say to players, even if you're coming up against a primary school, you got to go there and play competitive football. You got to respect your opponents and do not underestimate them either. Those are two things, that is very, very important. Because while you underestimating them, you don't know how much work they would have put in. And when you probably try to disrespect them, at the same time, you might be the one who turn around to be embarrassed.
Okay. So we look forward to a good game tomorrow evening.
Definitely.
All right. All the best.
Thank you.
Curtis Morton Jr., hard-working coach for the Queen City Ladies. You'd be a little disappointed tonight, 7-0.
Yes. I could tell you that the score doesn't reflect the talent of the young ladies for the Queen City team. It's been a tough season for them. It's been a very long season, longer than usual. It's been on and off. The girls are, out of shape somewhat. They have been just recently came back to training. So it was a welcome back game for them.
And really and truly, it really doesn't matter what transpired tonight. It doesn't make a difference. You're already in the top 4.
Yes, we're in the final 4. As a matter of fact, the first game for the final 4 would be next week, Tuesday. And we'll be traveling to St. Kitts to play, I think, against Old Road. So this game, as you said, the result wouldn't have changed anything.
I noticed that Carisha came on very late. I think she said she was saving her legs for final 4. Is she okay?
Well, actually, she was working, and that's another thing. Quite a number of my players who couldn't make it tonight or would have been late because of the schedule. We just received the schedule on Wednesday gone. So a lot of them already had prior commitments. So we started out exact 11, and some of the girls got here. The game started late, luckily. So some of the girls got here just on time to get onto the pitch.
Okay, so going forward into the final 4, your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams?
Final 4, well, to be honest, the Queen City team is a new team. Most of the girls are new to football, surprisingly. It's our first year in the competition. For a lot of the girls, it's the first time they've ever played in a football competition. So they have done extremely well already just to be there in the final 4. My expectations, I think we could cause an upset. Is up to the girls. I will do my part as a coach, and if the girls really go and apply themselves, I think they could play some real wonderful football.
Well, we want to wish you guys all the best, and kudos to the work done already by you and the team, and we look forward to even one upset as we go forward.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.